Thank you, Kara. Ursinus got 5 goals and 1 assist from sophomore attack Mike Neal as the Bears snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 10-9 nail-biting win over York on Wednesday night in men's lacrosse play. The Spartans came in ranked 18th in the Division III and marked the Bears' first win against a top 20 program. Neal scored 4 of his goals in the second half, including 1 with 4:36 left in the fourth quarter that gave Ursinus a 9-8 lead. Sophomore attack Steve Smurl scored 2 goals in the win. Ursinus rallied from a 3-goal deficit in the third quarter with 3 straight goals, including 2 from Neal. His second one was with 3:29 left, tied the score at 6-all. After York took a quick 7-6 lead, Ursinus scored 2 goals from freshman attack Logan Pinachone, scoring with 4 seconds left in the third to tie the score, followed by Neal's 4th goal of the game at 14:44 left in the game to make the score 8-7. Sophomore midfielder Jake Weber would score with 2:48 left in the game, which turned out to be the game winner. The Spartans got 3 goals and 2 assists from Andrew Gamble. Junior faceoff specialist Sean Caven was 8 for 13 on faceoffs for the evening, while sophomore defender Cody Lefevre had 3 caused turnovers. Smurl picked up 5 ground balls, and freshman goalkeeper Brian Neff made 18 saves. Ursinus takes the week off, then faces their 3rd straight ranked opponent, and they will take on Washington College on Wednesday. The Ursinus women's gymnastics team finished up their 2-day trip at the National Collegiate Gymnastics Association Championships hosted by the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater on Saturday afternoon. On Friday night, the Bears finished 6th in the competition with a total score of 181-325. On Saturday, 3 of the members of the squad competed in the individual championships by virtue of their score on Friday night. In Saturday's competition, senior Johanna Warren finished in 6th place in the uneven bars with a score of 9.55. With that score, she earned All-American honors in that event. On the floor, senior Stephanie Schmidt posted a score of 9.325 to finish in 13th place overall. On the beam, sophomore Kristen Ashley went for an 8.5, which was good enough to place 14th. During Friday night's competition, Ursinus posted a team high of 46.95 score on the vault, a 45.6 on the floor, and 44.625 on the bars, and a 44.15 on the beam. Schneebel, Warren, and Schmidt were also honored by the NCGA as All-Americans in academics. And now here's Marina McCann with Appealing or Appalling. Marina?
Thanks, Dana. I'm Marina McCann with our UCTV segment called Appealing or Appalling. We invite a surprise guest to our studio and ask their opinion on an issue. They don't know the issue, and their response is unrehearsed. For today's program, we welcome junior Abby Cockstein. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Marina.
Welcome to Appealing or Appalling.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course. Please tell us a little about yourself.
I'm a junior here. I'm a psych major with the Soc minor. I have a bunch of jobs on campus. I work in admissions, the wellness center, and the package center. So I do a lot of different things on campus.
Great, that's great. So Abby, what is your opinion on Ursinus's annual charity event, Air Band? Appealing or appalling?
I think it's appealing.
And why do you think that?
Well, first of all, it's a charity event, so that's always good. But also it's always so much fun every year. It's a great way for different organizations to kind of get involved on campus and do, you know, fun, silly dances and things like that. So.
And for those who aren't aware, last night was the 30th annual Air Band. Can you tell us a little bit about the show and what you thought?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Definitely this year I think it was better than last year. We had acts from different sororities, fraternities. Seismic Step is always great. They performed. As well as even women's lacrosse came on this year.
That sounds like a great show. Well, thanks so much, Abby, for joining us today on UCTV.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Back to you, Henry.
I'm opening. Yeah. Good evening, Ursinus. I'm Henry Wilshire with UCTV News. In the headlines tonight, trouble continues in North Korea, a shortage of ammunition, and events at Ursinus. The world continues to watch North Korea this week. The Asian nation, led by Kim Jong-un, has made a series of threats against both South Korea and the United States. North Korea moved a missile to its east coast and suggested it would attack the United States. These threats come in response to military exercises conducted by the United States and South Korea. Fortunately, experts believe that North Korea does not possess the ability to successfully attack the continental U.S. Across the nation, people are buying ammunition in bulk, leading to massive reductions in stock. Observers say that this is because of the new gun control laws and rumors of laws that have gun owners worried about their ability to purchase ammunition. Harsher gun control laws have been proposed or adopted in several states since last year's Newtown, Connecticut school shooting. Some government agencies have also had difficulty getting enough bullets. Many police and federal agencies buy in bulk and use most of the bullets for training and practice. And now, on a lighter note, with some stupid news, here's John Rhoda. John?
Thanks, John. This past Friday, Ursinus held its capstone program for accepted students. The class of 2017 visited campus, and students witnessed an activities fair showcasing the diverse clubs and groups on campus, attended a speech by President Fong, and got to speak with advisors and current students about the Ursinus experience. We here at Ursinus hope that those accepted students choose to attend and can appreciate our college like we do. Myron's Library held the 9th annual Edible Books Festival. The festival is a yearly event where students, staff, and faculty compete to make delicious edible displays that are tied to a book of choice. The entries looked great and celebrated 2 Ursinus interests, reading and eating quality food. If you missed it, watch out for it this time next year. Who won? What was the prize? How many people entered? This was a busy weekend with both Air Band and the Vagina Monologues on campus. I'm sorry, you guys are laughing and it distracted me. Did I just say Vagina Monologues? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. Thanks, John. This past Friday, Ursinus held its capstone program for accepted students. The class of 2017 visited campus, and students witnessed an activities fair showcasing the diverse clubs and groups on campus, attended a speech by President Fong, and got to speak with advisors and current students about the Ursinus experience. We here at Ursinus hope that those accepted students choose to attend and can appreciate our college like we do. Myron Library held the 9th annual Edible Books Festival. The festival is a yearly event where students, staff, and faculty compete to make delicious edible displays that are tied into a book of choice. These entries looked great and celebrated two of Ursinus's interests, reading and eating quality food. If you missed it, watch out for it next year. This was a busy weekend with both Air Band and the Vagina Monologues on campus. Saturday night was the 30th annual Air Band. Various student groups registered Air Band acts and rocked out for the entertainment of staff and students. On Sunday, Ursinus was to host a performance of the Vagina Monologues, a play written by Eve Ensler, which discusses various topics related to being female. Attendance was free, but donations to the Montgomery County Victim Services Center were accepted. The housing lottery for 2013 and 2014 academic year began this week. The classes of 2014 and 2015 went to Olin Auditorium to select rooms for next year, choosing from among Reimert Suites, Main Street Houses, and newer North Halls. There is one more day of the lottery, Tuesday, this coming week. For the class of 2016, students are encouraged to arrive early and to have roommates and several backup room preferences. Meanwhile, UC seniors were left unaffected by this turn of events. And now, with sports, Dana Feigenbaum. Dana?
Yep, I'm good. How's that? Is that better? Is this better? I think it was just rubbing up against my tie. Thanks, Henry. You know, it's usually not a bad idea to file a police report for fraud when you've been ripped off, but the case of a Missouri woman proves the exception to that rule. She had attempted to purchase crack cocaine and had gotten sugar instead. Her response was to call the police and try to get them to make her dealer give her a refund. Police investigated the dealers and also arrested the woman for possession of a crack pipe, but no word on that refund. As popular as Justin Bieber is in America, he's had an even bigger effect in Norway. Several Norwegian school districts recently moved their final exams so that it wouldn't conflict with a Bieber concert in Oslo, the capital. This is not the first time Bieber has had a major effect on Norway. Last year, the Oslo police nearly declared a state of emergency when Bieber fans flooded the streets. The police were forced to ask Justin Bieber to start his concert early to prevent any more damage. And now with her sinus news, here's anchor Kara Bowen. Kara? Thanks, Henry. You know, it's usually not a bad idea to file a police report for fraud when you've been ripped off, but the case of a Missouri woman proves the exception to the rule. She had attempted to purchase crack cocaine and had gotten sugar instead. Her response was to call the police and try to get them to make her drug dealer give her a refund. Police investigated the dealer and also arrested the woman for possession of a crack pipe, but still no word on that refund. Now, as popular as Justin Bieber is in America, he's had an even bigger effect in Norway. Several Norwegian school districts recently moved their final exams so that they wouldn't conflict with the Bieber concert in Oslo, the capital. This is not the first time that Bieber has had a major effect on Norway. Last year, the Oslo police nearly declared a state of emergency when Bieber fans flooded the streets. The police were forced to ask Justin Bieber to start his concert early to prevent any more damage. And now with some sinus news, here's anchor Kara Bowen. Kara?
Thanks, Marina. That's all for tonight. I'm Henry Wilshire. Tune in next week for more news, humor, and surprise guests. Who will you see on TV? Stay classy, or sinus. Thanks, Marina. That's all for tonight. I'm Henry Wilshire. Tune in next week for more news, humor, and surprise guests. Who will you see on TV? Stay classy, or sinus.